along with the music, how do you feel about the state of hip hop? I know that ain't got nothing to do with it. But hip hop is part of a motivation.
Right. I think I like it. I like the state of hip hop. This is something for everybody. If you're a junkie, there's junkie music. If you prefer lyrics, there's lyric music. If you just wanna party and have a good time, there's a lane of rap to satisfy whatever mood you're in. What I dislike, I think that the promotion, like the same songs are being promoted, the same artists, and I'm not hating on them, like, oh my gosh, give me a shot instead. You know, I'm not saying that, but I recognize, like, you listen to the radio, it's the same songs being played.
That's the problem. That's where the problem is. And a lot of times, for me, I feel like a lot of these artists that catch up flack from like mumble rap, whatever. If you listen to their either previous music or listen to the album that they have gems on it. Yeah, you just gotta bypass what's the radio playing and just listen to it.
Yeah, because a
lot of people don't want to do that.
What gets me is the back in my day, hip hop was I used to be like, oh come on, that shit is annoying, bro.
Yeah, even then it was diversity.
But
you can find somebody from back then that does the same thing now.
Let's not act like people was feeling Rakim when he first came out. Let's not act like Melly Mel was very vocal that he didn't like Run DMC. He felt it was messing up the game by wearing tracksuits when he spent so money wearing their costume, their get up and costume performing. So I think that's the cycle of it. But I'm looking past that because you got to listen to what's being said and you know, vibe with it, figure it out, sift through. You could say it's not for me, or you could say I like it. Right now, my thing right now was, to be honest, is battle rap. Right. I fool with a lot of battle because I'm a fan of poetry.
Right.
That is just poetry in its purest form.
In its rawest form.
Yeah.
You got to think and listen.
Yeah, the schemes,
you have
the metaphors, and the punchlines, the references. You like, oh, this dude barring it out. So, those are some of the guys. Like, and about to say, I think DNA is the greatest of our generation. I just put that out there. But yeah, I mean,
the boy's nice. The diversity and everything.
Yeah, and the volume of battles that he's had.
Back to back.
Yeah.
And winning most.
Yeah. And there's not to be debatables.
The fact that you got to sit there, you got to remember what you're doing. You're not remembering like 16. You're remembering minutes.
Yeah, that is a skill set.
Like, I don't think people understand that. It's not like a quick 16 was a couple of seconds.
Right.
No, you got to sit there like 3 rounds, 1 minute battles, straight through. Or if they give you the infinite round, that's like 4 minutes in a room.
And not only that, he rebuttals
off the top.
Yeah, so he can remember his information and record yours and alter it and then give it to you.
And blend it in right back into his.
Amazing. He's one of the, I'm sorry, I think he's the greatest of my generation.
You're right.
You want to argue that, that's fine, because nobody in this battle as much as him.
That's the thing. A lot of people is trying it, but they not succeeding. They stumbling.
Yeah, exhausting themselves. Right? You know? But he did take a lot. He lost I think the last loss he had was to Jay-Z.
Jay-Z is doing his thing too.
Yeah, I like him, but I just want him to be a little bit more like energetic when he raps, like a little more charismatic.
Because usually I like to listen to the actual songs. Like Surf, he got some good music. He's battling. He's good at battling, but he's not doing it enough because he's always getting into something. So, but his music is dope.
I'm gonna check it out.
You know, it's just sometimes you're like, man, I'm telling you to get arrested. You gotta stop getting arrested. Like,
people out here waiting for you, bro. They can't even see you. Come on, you know. So I get it. But yeah.
Well, back to the technology. So what are you? Android or iPhone? I already know the answer. But for the people out there, they need to know. They like,
I'm both. I have an Android. I think it's a Motorola, and I have an iPhone. Because a lot of for me, I got both because I do a lot of stuff myself.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they have like for graphics and things of that nature, the iPhone is better. But for other things like customizing your phone, email and stuff like that, I'll go with Android in a minute.
Yeah, I think
Android
may have burnt out
in a minute
with that.
And their cloud service is pretty cool. So I'm not there. I use both because I have to. Like, you know, it's like both my phones like my office because I'm on the go. Then I get the iPad, so because I'm mobile. You know what I mean? I can't, I just can't sit by a computer all day, 7 hours, because I gotta work out, I gotta take care of all this stuff. So, I gotta, get in where I fit in.
You definitely need to maximize that working out.
Yeah,
it's a lane for that.
All right, I got you. And I just got over a cold too, so I'm gonna be on it tomorrow. And here I go talking about working out. Just
what they got?
It says, "Man does not live by bread alone." Player, that's what it says. You got a problem? Leave it in the comments. How about that? Well,
if you don't, and you support, leave a comment.
Well, I sit my body.
As you subscribe, mash the like button also. So here we got a thing where 3 women, and you choose. You marry one, date one, and become a friend one. So
And these women I know. I'm not saying any woman I know. I don't do that to you. I'm trying to have you
Give up the secrets.
We're going up
Peanut gallery.
You said the secret. Listen.
We're gonna go through celebrities.
We're doing an expose.
Women,
TMC.
Listen, women are so amazing, right? They're so amazing. If you befriend one and they find that you're trustworthy, they'll tell you everything about all the women they know around you. So I don't say nothing. I just listen. But okay, so it's nobody personal.
Nobody personal. Celebrity.
All right, cool.
So you marry one, date one, friend one.
I will marry Tabria, mate. Tabria. Is he Tabria? Oh my gosh, Tabria is amazing.
I need a picture of her.
You don't know what Tabria is?
My bad.
Google. Listen, go on Tabria. Tabria. She's like 5'10".
We gonna change this to a 4. You make one a queen.
Well,
that's
she's an
Tabria.
Instagram person, no?
She's a real model. Like she gets busy.
Okay, you know what? I'm not an interview.
Oh, sorry. Listen.
It don't matter.
It's good though. Keep talking. It's fine. It's good for
I need
ratings.
to marry some. Are you marrying her?
All right, so so
marry her.
We will tag her.
All right, so the other 3. Jill Scott, Lizzo, and Daniel Brooks from.
Oh yeah, Chocolate Delight. She's heavenly. Her skin is so. Oh my goodness, she's so black. I love it. Oh yeah. So who I had to marry?
That's your choice.
Oh,
I'm asking.
all right. I will probably
marry one, date one.
Okay.
And be friends.
I'll be friends with Lizzo because I'm pretty sure we had some wild nights together. Like just having fun, goofing off, stuff like that. Because I'm our energies will match. I'm pretty sure of that. Y'all saw me at the party. I know how we give it up. I would date Danielle Brooks, definitely. And I'm only saying this because I don't know their minds. Like I know Jill Scott. I know Jill Scott because you listen to her music and she's a poet and how she's sensual and like I saw I'll marry Jilly. Right. In a minute. By interview, New York. But not to be available though. Sorry, but
that's only it's Bree.
Yeah, so Jilly, yeah, because she's a poet. I like language. I like the wordplay. She's very smart and she knows how to speak.
Right.
Like she knows her power as a woman. You know what I mean? Because she speaks in such a manner, like she'll convince you to do something and you don't even know that she's doing it.
But essential.
Yeah, she's like, I don't know. I was like, man. So yeah, that's my thing. I would date Daniel Brooks, don't know that. Chocolate Delight. Melanin Queen, boy. Oh, you see that? You seen the ad she did for was it underwear at the Wayne Bryan? Was it underwear?
Yeah, she stood out. Let me see if she had those post on.
She stood out.
40. I want to say 40. 34. One of them.
Look, man, listen. So I was saying. To be your first choice, though. No.
top choice.
Huh?
I saw her on the internet.
She got a big booty.
She's what?
I'm gonna follow. Tabria Major.
You know who she is?
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm trying not to give him no models, but
Oh.
Yeah.
No.
That's I'm not gonna lie. That's real because no. To be fair, I like there's a lot of models are beautiful. Like a lot of beautiful models. Like I've even met some of them and they're really cool. Some of them not so much. But you know, some of
Truth
them,
comes out.
a lot of them are, you know, cool, good peoples, and they show love. Like, because I'm not a disrespectful man. I'm not like, yo, you know, I don't come at them crazy and nothing like
Right.
that. No, so you know, it's love. So,
Was one of your most memorable events?
in terms of modeling,
like
a
getting
shoot?
into modeling and you know,
Oh, when
meeting
I
people.
shot with Tessany, I think Tessany, she's a Jamaican Canadian model from well, duh, I just said where she's from, Jamaica. She lives in Canada now. You can tell us about her, right? I need to put this down. If I was telling people my social security,
You know, you could have been like Quebec
Yeah,
or something like
yeah,
that.
so
where-
she's from how they say Toronto. That's how they say it,
Okay.
right?
That's how you clean it up.
Yeah, Asian Toronto. So yeah, I like that collaboration we had. I think it got a lot. It was recognized a lot more than I would even know.
Which one was that?
It was the one where we recreated a Calvin Klein ad with A$AP Rocky and Naomi Campbell, and I ended up going into groups.
Okay.
And people was like, "Oh, this picture represents black love," and I was like, "Oh!" I was so it, you know, that was one of my favorite, you know, collaborations.
Right.
You know what I mean? So I'm thankful for the opportunity. She's doing her thing right now. She's an entrepreneur, and she's, you know, a model as well, and you know, doing all her other things, you know,
Nice.
doing what she does. So that was one of my favorite ones because that was a surprise. I didn't recognize the impact of it would be that way. Like, yeah, they put us in a black love like collage. I was like, me? This big old head, this forehead. So it was cool. It was cool. Thankful for it.
That's dope.
You know.
So you could let the people know your pages,
Okay.
and give them a good rundown.
Right. So y'all got a pen because you need to take all this down, right? So gentleman'scurve.com is the blog. Make sure you check that out. You can subscribe to that. I try to update that twice a week, mainly once a week though. Once a week really works. Kavah King on Facebook, Gentleman's Curve on Facebook, and Gentleman's Curve on Instagram. So you know you can follow those pages, and I update those frequently. You know what I mean? So if you can, check us out, man. I really appreciate you. You can let me know what you like, what you dislike, what you want to see more of. You know, I'm not one of those men that is very sensitive about their work. So you could ask me, and I'll tell you, oh no, this is good, this is not. I should have opened this shirt up the whole time and look crazy. But anyway, we
Okay, Cowboys.
stack on me, get my floor now. But
Thank you for coming through.
I appreciate you
King,
having me.
greatly appreciate it.
I appreciate you having me.
Through.
Savage Curvy Connect.
When you
Thanks
get a
for having
chance,
me.
hit the subscribe button.
Mhm.
Like what you see, what you saw, what you heard. Hit the like button. Appreciate it.
Make sure that
Share.
that too.
Drop a comment.
And I'm gonna start on my YouTube too. I'm inspired by my brother here. I'm inspired. So
He has given me a lot of inspiration. A lot of times I just be like, I don't want to do it. He start busting moves. I gotta hit him up.
nah,
We on it.
listen, you
All
got.
right. All right.
Oh, and so we got
getting
the
wrap it up,
the
Q.
producer in the corner. But first of all, I want to thank my mom. I want to thank my dad, my grandmother.
Wrap it up. Wrap it up.
Wrap it up. But yeah, but all jokes aside, thanks for having me. I really appreciate it.
No
I
problem.
love what you're doing. I can't wait to see this thing grow and take over the world.
You try.
Try not, don't try to do it. You gotta put it in your mind. Plant seeds so
It's
they
the
grow.
mission. The mission shall be
For
accomplished.
real. It's gonna work.
Good seeing y'all. See y'all in the next one.